What's going on, everybody? This is Saurabh from Get Smart with Saurabh. Welcome back to the newest episode. We're here today at T.10 Padel in Vaughan with my very good friend Steve Cicekian from Platform Realty Partners. Steve, very nice to see you as always. A very good friend of mine outside of the real estate industry too. So tell us what we're doing here today.
We're going to play some paddle. This is a new and upcoming sport in North America. It's getting a lot of attention across the globe, so I thought it'd be really cool to play some paddle with you.
Things are about to get physical. I noticed paddle is one of those things that's making its grounds into real estate. Like a lot of these newer towers are introducing, paddle sport into their amenities. Basketball courts are there, like squash courts are there, Olympic-sized pools are there too. But this is the new and more in thing that's coming in. We're seeing this more and more in many of the developments across the GTA. So why do you think that is?
I think it's a new trend. I think a lot of people are following the sport very closely. And what's amazing is you see a lot of major ambassadors, like major soccer players, like the Messis, the Beckhams of the world. They're all playing the sport too.
Very nice.
So on top of that, I actually brought a couple special guests with me today too. So why not go get them and introduce you to them?
All right.
Hey guys, come over.
Good morning, guys. Who do we have here?
Guys.
How are you?
This is Marco. He's the president and CEO of Paddle. Marco, good to see you as always.
Good to see you too.
This is Sebastian. Good to see you.
Here's Modesto inside for Giovinco! Giovinco breaks the deadlock at the Tardini!
An air of expectation. Giovinco. Still Giovinco. Oh, Giovinco! Oh my God! That is absolutely exceptional! What can you say about Sebastian Giovinco?
He's also Marco's partner here at Paddle.
Very nice.
They opened this complex a few years back, and it's been really booming in the Vaughan region, but also
very
across,
impressive facility.
I would say, North America now too. So,
Where did the concept come from? Is there a story behind this you want to tell us about?
We're both Italians, and in Europe and South America, this sport is really booming. It's really big. I would say it's probably big everywhere except for Canada. So we saw a business opportunity, and we wanted to just, be the first ones. And then we came up with the concept a couple of years ago. Sebastian was already here because he has his school, a soccer school here.
Sebastian, you are a professional soccer player. How was the shift from soccer to paddle? How did that happen?
No, actually I don't play anymore, so I try to keep myself busy. And the paddle is one of the sports that is a good workout and it keeps you in a good shape. It's a funny sport too, so I think it's a good way to keep yourself busy.
you could live anywhere in the world. Why did you choose Toronto?
That's actually, that's a very good question.
This is the same question all the time. I came here 2015. Actually, I was a little bit, I don't say tired because maybe it's not the right words to say. Living in Italy, I plan to change life. Toronto FC called me to come and play here. Then we see that the things was going well. We have fun live here, and my family love to live here. So the kids start to go to the school, and then we decide, to stay here. The school are amazing here, so that's one of the reasons. Yeah.
You're a global ambassador. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Speaking of TFC, how was it to be a part of those three championship-winning teams?
It was amazing. I hear that Toronto, the city of Toronto, missed a championship for 26 years. So everything was amazing. The city was fantastic.
One last question I have for you. If you were to buy a condo today what are some of the amenities you'd be looking for in your new condo?
I know, a paddle court.
I love it, guys. I love it. Well, good for you guys to be the ambassador of this sport in Canada. That's a huge accomplishment, so congrats to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Why don't we play some paddle, guys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here's the racket.
So clearly in our time here so far, this sport is so much different than tennis or even pickleball. So we have some fantastic coaches at this facility, Avo and Leo, who are gonna teach us some techniques, some insider tips of how to play the sport and how can you make yourself better. So guys, thanks for joining in.
you.
Do tell.
Thank you. So yeah, paddle, as you said, is like a mix of tennis and squash.
Okay.
So it's really much about like the layout of tennis with the net in between and the walls of the squash. So rules-wise, like it's pretty much like tennis. The ball needs to like bounce on the other side of the court, and after that we just like play the point. And the walls can like come second. Once the ball bounces on the floor, the walls are there to just like kind of make the ball come back. So just like tennis, when you're too far away from the ball, then you lose the point. But in here, you've got that second chance that the ball can bring the ball back to you, and you can use that in order to have more time and to set up your shot in a better way.
Interesting. So the point is basically to be smart with your swing. That's what I read.
With your
Make sure you're smart with your swing. That's why you're getting smart with Saurabh.
Exactly.
There you go.
This guy's breathing hard.
No, I'm okay. Not easy out there, that's for sure.
I'm sure you get the. So Steve, you've been in the business for a very long time. Before real estate, you were doing something that complemented what you're doing in real estate. What we do for a living. So do tell a little about your background and how you got into the business, what you did before.
So I started as an entrepreneur at the age of 20. I started owning and operating restaurants from a very, very young age.
Okay.
And I think it was back in 2005 when I bought my first pre-con condo.
Interesting.
And I was like just so fascinated how you can buy this home on paper.
Yeah.
And being so fascinated with this industry, I actually ended up buying a few more and really built a portfolio.
As many of us.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a matter of not only owning your home but also investing and buying some more multiple properties.
Definitely.
I can say within the restaurant industry and the pre-con world, there's some unique features that I think that complement each other.
Right.
Such as both are the people's business. What I mean by that is we're both servicing the people.
Service is key. Yeah.
Service is huge, but also it's a matter of you're listening to what people want, what people need, what people are looking for. So in that aspect, they're very, very similar, I think. And I was vice president of sales for many, many years.
Great.
And most recently, as you know, I opened up my own
Platform
Realty Partners, exactly.
Very nice.
And having my background of entrepreneurship, it was a very, very easy transition for me.
Very cool.
I love to see the old pictures of Toronto,
Yeah.
especially like by the Sky Dome CN Tower,
Right.
when you see like there's no buildings there.
Yeah.
And now obviously as you see the transition that's happened from basically no buildings to a lot of buildings.
You see that whole skyline change top to bottom. It was when you bought your first condo. In fact, 2004 is when I was getting into university.
Wow.
But
You're aging me here.
but you know what I mean. But that time from 2004 till now, it's absolutely,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And it's not only on housing, it's the whole city as a
city
global,
as a
right?
whole,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you know, it's funny when I see like relatives from out of country when they come visit us,
Right.
and they kind of see what's happened to the city.
Yeah.
And not only, like I said, on housing, but also like in terms of restaurants. We now have Michelin star restaurants.
Right.
You know, just as little as 2 years ago, we didn't. So, you know, people are really adapting to this and they're wanting to come to Toronto even more.
You have all the facilities, you have fantastic establishments like this, bringing people together, and then you have, like you said, I mean, restaurants, any other city has it, we've got it too.
Absolutely, I
Pretty
totally
much.
agree with you. Saurabh, I have to ask you, what made you wanted to start this series, Get Smart with Saurabh?
Interesting. So I had a word with a very fine gentleman called Norm Lee, and we sat down. We said, you know what? Why don't we do something very different that's not being done? Everybody was selling. Everybody was. There's a hidden message. Oh, you gotta buy. You gotta buy. But there was no real connection with the developer side of things. You know, with the developers, the marketing agencies. So I wanted to kind of bridge that gap, and it's been so successful. And basically, you know, just having that chat, having that connection, and talking about real estate as well. But you know, I don't want to sell.
Right.
You know, you don't want, because when you see a real estate agent, you go the other way.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what the whole series is all about.
Amazing. Listen, it's a great series. I've been watching it very closely, so I love it.
Thank you. This is a wrap for season 2, episode 3. Steve, thank you very much for
Thanks, man.
doing this with me. It was
Thank you.
a lot of fun, and thank you to a big shout out to T.10 Padel here in Vaughan. You need to check it out. That's a wrap. Thanks, guys.